Yo, what's going on in Ghana? Charlie, what's really going on in Ghana? I can't believe what just happened somewhere in Ashanti region. Osei Krom Sikeni went to perform at a place, right? And I guess he was wearing one of his designer hats, right? And someone took it. Someone took the hat. This is a hat that apparently it cost about $75, right? And could you believe what this guy did? You know what? Let's watch the video. Let's watch the video. So Osei Krom Sikeni in the middle of the crowd pulled out a pistol. Like, yo, Ghana, what's going on, man? These young guys who are coming up claiming to be gangsters, man. Are you ready to live and serve? Charlie, being a gangster, it no be small job. You have to understand that it comes with repercussions. Whatever you do, whatever you're doing, I'm telling you, if you get arrested, you don't want to spend time in someone. You don't want to spend time. You don't want to go to prison in Ghana. Did you hear what Vybz Kartel said? He said that gangsterism, he's done with it. You should find out why Vybz Kartel is done with gangsterism. Telling you are in Ghana, someone stole your hat. A hat that costs less than $100, and you want to pull out a gun in the middle of the crowd. If this was US, you would have been shot dead, because if you're not ready to use it, why are you pulling out a gun? And I'm not saying you should use it, but that's just the whole thing. If you are in the middle of the crowd and you pull out a gun, if you don't use it, someone will attempt to get rid of you. So I don't know why you are walking around with a gun. You see, this is sad. These young guys claim to be gangsters. They claim to buy big, expensive cars and chains and all that. But you cannot afford to employ someone as a security. I keep telling y'all, you see, when rich people become, when white people become rich, they invest their money and they protect their money. They protect their life. Because without their life, what will be the essence of, acquiring all the wealth? So I don't know why, as someone you claim to be rich, why would you go to a show and have your hat taken? And after it got taken, you don't have a security detail to make sure they take the hat back, or at least to make sure that they are the ones who go looking for the hat. Look how embarrassing you look in the middle of a crowd. If these people would have attacked you, you wouldn't have been able to fight back. How many people can you shoot? This was the dumbest move ever. Where Adreba move? Adreba. How can you make such a move? You see, let me tell all these cats out there who are claiming to be making gangster music. You see, when you put the narrative out there that you are a gangster, and if something happens to you, this is how you will handle it, people will check you. And when people check you, you will feel the need to prove yourself because you've been saying it in your music. And guess what? That's when you end up in prison like G-Man. If you don't know G-Man, go and ask about G-Man. He accidentally shot a taxi driver that he was having an argument with the taxi driver over some small change about the taxi fare. And accidentally, out of anger, shot the taxi driver. He was in prison for so long and pardoned by Rollins or by Kufuor, one of them. Do you want to live that lifestyle? Is that hat really worth it? Like, is it worth your life? This goes to show that you haven't made enough money. Because when you make enough money, you don't act a certain way. You begin to value life. Who's more gangster than 50 Cent? But it came to a point that 50 Cent, when he was beefing with Game, he was trying to avoid Game because he had a lot of money to live for. He had a lot of reasons to live for. So if you really are Osei Krom Sikeni and you have that much money, why would you put yourself in this predicament? This is embarrassing. This is Adreba move. It is only Adreba that will make this move. Osei Kurom Sikani. This is so bad. How can you put your life on the line like that? And to be honest, the IGP should invite you. Pulling out of firearms in the middle of the crowd. How? The same thing Opana go do for a VGMA. For how long do we have to keep putting sense in your head? You make money, you have to educate yourself. You have to de-associate yourself from certain situations. But in our community, the only time when black people get money, the more they involve themselves in some, unnecessary things. This is an act that should be condemned. Sure, you know what it is, but my name is JB Demogo. This is Demogo View. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. All right? Peace.